Okay, next is the customization. So, even though the desire to fit in strong, the idea of individuality allows a person to feel special. So, faster, more facile manufacturing now allows customer to benefit from lower prices while still allowing them to enjoy owning something that is truly unique because they contributed to the design process. So, designers of many different types of productions are taking advantage of both tools and consumers' interest in finding in this balance between the two. Diba noon, sabi nga natin, sikat yung mga ready, made to measure na mga damit, which is, yun yung mga customized, okay? So, nung sumikat yung mass production, so nawala na yung mga, or naglaylo na yung mga ready to made na garments. So, ngayon, nagbibigay ulit sila ng chance, okay, para yung mga tao or yung consumer's interest, okay, magkaroon ng balance, okay, between designing their own garments and satisfying their consumer's interest. So, noon na una, di ba, si Charles Frederick Worth, okay, so nagbibigay siya ng customization. Hinahayaan niya yung kanyang mga clients pumili ng mga fabrics, colors, before the designing process. So, compartmentalized design allows the customer to select how the elements of a product are fabricated, creating one-of-a-kind combinations. So, tailors produce quality shirts, mixing fabrics and choosing specific design details such as collar, placket, pocket position, cuff, and cuff button. Allows a customer to transform a tailor shirt into an original. So, Converse produces the iconic Chuck Taylor All-Star high-top sneaker, a style that is offered in the traditional canvas suede or leather, but that is just the foundation. So, customers have many choices when it comes to the design and customization of the shoe, as well as wide assortment of colors resulting in the infinite design variations. So, based in the Netherlands, fashion designer Berber Sopber and graphic designer Michelle Sherman. So, itong si Berber Sopber, okay, siya rin ay isa sa mga designers na gumagawa ng textiles. So, they designed the color-in dress, a simple sleeveless dress with an A-line skirt. So, the third partner in the design process is the wearer. So, she can use the textile markets provide with the dress to make it her own. The graphic pattern on the textile lends itself to being interpreted in many different ways. The dress also has the potential to be work in progress should the wearer decide to add more color each time it is worn. So, the whole customization process is particularly successful when the garment itself is familiar and the modifications are easy to imagine. So, designers might be wary of giving up complete control, but in all these design examples, the product designers have the unique opportunity to see their design through the eyes of their customers. So, the exercise provides valuable insight into what their audience wants. So, di ba, napaka-unique yung mga customized na mga design ng mga designer. So, halimbawa itong the entry zipper dress by artist designer Sebastian Errázuriz, made of 120 zippers. So, this dress allows the wearers to customize neckline, openings, and length simply by zipping or unzipping segments. So, sabi niya nga kanina, okay, na yung wearer yung isa sa mga kasali sa design process dito sa customization. And then, isa pa dun sa mga na-feature dito is yung customized Converse sneakers. So, sabi nga natin kanina, sa fashion industry, hindi lang puro garments. Ay kasali din ito, bags, hats, ties, and shoes. So, ayan, isa sa, so hanggang ngayon naman, di ba, meron yung mga limited editions or offers na ikaw mismo yung gagawa ng design ng iyong sapatos. Lalo na sa mga malalaking brand. And then, yung design ni Berber Sopber at ni Michelle Sherman, the color-in dress. Ayan, so ikaw mismo na magsusuot yung magkukulay doon sa damit or doon sa may dress. And then next, we have the restraint, impulse, and impact. So, design is as much what about what you add to the mix as what you elect not to add. So the fabrics, the cut, the finish must be beyond reproach because there are no distractions. What you see is what you get. Neutral colors and the absence of adornment are often used to define a restrained aesthetic. So fashion with more of pop usually relies on something more. This type of design has a pulse, something that can be tapped into, whether it is the vibrant play of color, a stimulating pattern, or the hand of texture. So, dito naman, nasabi na natin kanina, meron nga tayong 5 senses din na ginagamit sa fashion industry. So, dito sa restraint, impulse, and impact, nasa sayo na yon na designer kung ano nga ba yung ilalagay mo, idadagdag mo, or yung ibabawas mo dun sa certain na design. So, pwede mong paglaruan yung design. So, impact can have many qualities of impulse, but it is not restrained to passion or theatricality. Sometimes this type of forceful fashion can be downright hideous. The role of ugly fashion is to challenge. So observers can help but be engaged whether they find themselves intrigued or offended. The love-hate relationship teeters on design sensibilities. Will purposely dowdy, discordant, or garish creations be interesting? Or does a runway oddity disturb and unsettle you? The point is that regardless of whether you like something you don't understand, you cannot dismiss it. Because it has grabbed your attention, it can be appreciated merely for having been able to shake things up and penetrate established standards or beauty far enough to challenge you. So, one word in design is challenge. Okay? Be different, sabi nga natin kanina. Kapag kayo ay magdi-design or magkakaroon ng design process, always root for something unique. Okay? Challenge your skills, your ideas. Be imaginative, be creative. So, di ba kapag kayo ay nanonood ng mga runways, okay? Halimbawa, sana mga project runways, iba-iba yung material na pinapagamit doon. Halimbawa, sana is yung plastic na ginagamit sa cars, and then mga edible na pagkain. So, mapapaisip ka, paano mo yon ilalagay doon sa design mo? Kaaya-aya ba yung tignan? So, kapag tinitignan mo, hala, bakit ganito yung kinalabasan ng design niya? Parang maganda naman. So, mapapaisip ka, ano na yung next na gagawin ng designer na yon? So, mapapaisip ka na kung maganda ba yung kakalabasan niya, kung may ganitong klase ng pagbabago, or wala pa rin. So, it's either mapapaisip ka kasi maganda yung nakita mo or matcha-challenge ka na baguhin yun kasi hindi ka aya-aya yung nakita mo. So, magkakaroon na dun ng impulse, impact sa'yo dun sa restrained na design na yun. And of course, we have mind mapping. So, a truly creative mind is one that builds a foundation with the left brain so that the right brain can make giant leaps of fancy. It's easy to identify and focus on what our brain has a natural tendency to be good at and to disregard weakness. Strengthening those shortcomings is a key to success. Lefties are analytical, technical, critical, and logical. They need to stretch to tap into the part of their brain that allows them to be more intuitive, imaginative, and innovative. The same level of effort should be put into planning, organizing, and building structure for a right brain individual. So, simultaneously, entertaining opposing needs and desires can be a tough thing to contain in your brain. In order to overcome natural tendencies that lean to one side or the other, a designer needs to move the process outside of her head. So, pumapasok na rin dito yung sinasabi natin na think outside the box. Okay, huwag kang magkukulong dun sa box kasi maraming ideas outside the box. So, there are several ways to map out a successful creative strategy that allows the designer to see, sort, and shuffle everything involved. Okay, so magkakaroon na ng mind mapping. Papasok dito yung designing process. So, ano nga ba yung mga kailangan mong gawin? Talk it out, write it out, lay it out. Okay, talk it out. Every designer can use a sounding board. Hearing ideas out loud is great reality check, made even better when others provide you with feedback. Okay, so kapag may feedback, may suggestion, kunin mo yon into positive sense. Okay, kasi makakatulong yun sa iyong designing process. And then next, write it out. Committing it to paper allows one thought to lead to another on the page without the risk of letting any idea slip through your fingers. Okay, kapag may pumasok na idea sa'yo na klase ng design, isulat mo. Okay, ilagay mo. Gumawa ka ng sarili mong journal. Para kapag ready ka na, okay, may prepared ka na nagagawin, okay, pwede mong kunin yung idea na sinulat mo and then put it into the design. And then next, and last, lay it out. The wide open space of a table, a bulletin board, or wall allows the designer to spread out all aspects of an idea. When a designer can see the whole picture, she will begin to recognize relationships between the many different elements. So, kaya nagkakaroon din yung mga designer, yung mga nakatapkal sa mga dingding nila na mga theme boards, mood boards, inspirational boards. So, nakakatulong yon sa kanilang designing process. So, mapping things out is a way to fine-tune the process and enhance the potential for original thinking. So, through mapping, mind mapping, okay, nagkakaroon na ng creativity, thinking, analytical thinking, pumapasok din doon. So, as a designer, okay, mahalaga rin na pagtuunan ninyo yung mind mapping. Okay, magkaroon kayo ng designing process. Okay, so nasa sa inyo na yon kung gusto nyo you talk it out with someone, write it out, or lay it out. So, yun lang yung laman ng ating Module 6. Thank you for listening. Good luck today. Keep safe.